All right, just want to do a quick video here about the features of TruckStop. We've got dialed in here Atlanta, Georgia. We can edit the search. We've got today and tomorrow listed. Atlanta, 150-mile radius, 548 loads available. Um, Now you'll see some things on here that if you use TruckStop, you're not used to seeing. Like you've probably never seen this little bar, the RPM plus. This is because I'm using a load board extension or a Chrome extension. If you look over here, this Chrome extension is called Load Hunter. It's just a Chrome extension you can download and add to your browser, and it pulls a lot of data in from other um, sources. So um, if we want to sort by rate, we can look here at a load going to California, click on that load. TruckStop's really good about putting a map on here, which is nice because if you're going to an area a town you've never heard of, it's nice to know where it's at in the state. The load board extension feature adds this little window here that gives us the trip, the deadhead, and the total. We get rid of that if we want. And the other thing that comes with the extension that's not part of TruckStop is it pulls in the credit scores from RTS Factoring. RTS is one of the largest factoring companies in North America, so their scores are pretty good to go by. If they say this company is a green C and they are okay to factor them, then probably they're going to pay their bills. Pretty good chance. This feature down here is really handy. This gives us the trip, the deadhead, and the total RPM with everything added in. If I haven't figured out how to use this, you can probably set uh, um, your miles per gallon and the fuel. But the problem is the fuel's never the same, so just a cool little feature, I guess. Um, and so that's pretty standard if you've used load boards before. All this is pretty standard. Some of these, like I said, some of these features you are not going to see on the TruckStop load board unless you download the Chrome extension. One other feature of the Chrome extension is we have a little deal over here where we can go to dark mode. That's just a little easier on the eyes. Kind of like it actually. Um, the TruckStop specific things that I like is we have, so let's say we are wanting to sort by rate per mile, but we don't want to pick up these little loads because we just don't want to haul these little guys. So we're going to put in here 800 miles or $850, sorry, is the minimum that we want to see. So now it's going to pull up all the loads that are, did I do that right? Yes. That are at least $850. And so we see this one here going to Fort Myers, Florida. Um, that looks really good. Why does it look so good? Let's see. So we got the map, Fort Myers, Florida, south of Tampa. Okay, that looks like more miles than what TruckStop is saying. So we go down here, and it is. It's almost 600 miles. TruckStop says it's 330. This is why I I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but you've got to really watch TruckStop. They are off on their miles a lot, and so you really can never trust it. I'd say majority of their miles are correct, but some of them are off like this, like just way off, massively off. That's not even straight line miles. That's not even like if you flew that in a plane, it would be more than 336. So I don't know how they're getting that. Um, Last week, their deadhead was always off. Like 100% of the loads were off on their deadhead. I suspect they were using straight line miles last week, but this week it looks like they're doing. Uh, I've been searching today and the other day, and it looks like whatever they've updated something and they fixed their deadhead miles. So um, yeah, so always if you're using TruckStop, always be careful um, that you double check the miles before you book, thinking you're going to get 480 a mile because it's only 280 a mile. That's a big difference. right? 480 a mile, you can go in and come back out at over $2 a mile. At 280, you can't. So um, that could be a big problem. So keep that in mind. Okay, so another feature of Truck Stop, if we don't want to sort that way, let's say it's Friday, we want to make sure that we are giving ourselves or our driver enough miles for the for the week or whatever. We don't want them sitting the whole weekend. And oftentimes it's hard to book a load on the weekend. So we would say, look, we want to drive at least 850 miles over the weekend. Um, and then that picks up loads that are over 850 mile distance. So that's a cool feature of Truck Stop as well. We can, of course, sort or put a filter in for RPM, so we can pick up only loads that are $2 a mile, only loads that are $1.50, minimum, maximum, all that. I don't really like doing that because I'm not a huge fan of rate per mile. I think the overall rate per week is more important than your rate per mile. But so another feature, I don't know if this is bothering you guys or not. Another feature that I like that Truck Stop has is up over here. If we click on Decision Tools, we'll see load density. Um, let's look down at Georgia. So let's see Georgia. There's almost 1,100 loads dropping off. Oh, so loads picking up and loads dropping off. So this kind of gives you an idea of what Truck Stop believes the market looks like. I don't know where exactly they're getting this from. I'm assuming that it's just from how many loads got booked, or possibly this is from how many loads are posted currently. So there is currently, if we assume that, there's currently 1,108 loads posted going into Georgia, and there's currently 1,050 loads posted leaving Georgia, or posted in Georgia, I guess. So in this case, there's 50 vans that will be leaving without a load. So pretty even market there. If we look over in California, see, California is normally a really good van market, but today it's not. There is 1,236 loads coming, or vans coming into California, and it looks like there's only 827 loads leaving California, if we understand that correctly. That means a lot of vans are leaving California empty, which is new. That's new to me. So this is a really good feature to go at the beginning of the week or whatever, and kind of look around and see where you want to be. If you can find a spot that has a huge um, difference, meaning way more loads picking up than dropping off, you might be good. Like, I know the or the flatbed market a little bit better. So if we look in Mississippi's, for the last almost year, Mississippi's been a really good spot to be. So for a flatbed, we've got 4,500 loads picking up in Mississippi, and we've got 390 loads coming in. So um, there is a lot of loads for each truck there, meaning we are deadheading in over 4,000 flatbeds to the state of Mississippi, um, to to move all their freight. So that's reducing the capacity in the states around it as well. Now, Alabama's not shabby either. It's got a ton of loads, quite a bit more loads dropping off, but still a very good situation for flatbeds. So that's kind of how we use this feature. It's a really cool feature. I use it all the time. Okay, now we can go back to searching, go back to our loads, and that is about it.